Oh, where's that music, baby? Welcome to the Two Cubes podcast.
Oh, yeah, the music.
Go Knicks, go Knicks, Jalen Bronson.
All
Oh,
right.
man.
Sorry, no music today because I forgot. We talked about it at the start of the show for 30 seconds and I ruined it.
It's fine. It's Memorial Day, 2025.
It is 2025 Memorial Day.
May 26th.
A day that will probably be forgotten.
Last night, Knicks won 106 to 100.
Yes, even though Mr. Brunson shit the bed.
He didn't shit the bed.
23 points is a shit the bed.
He was fine.
I needed a 30-plus point performance.
He's a point guard. You know what I mean? How many assists did he have? That's what really counts.
Fuck it. What matters is he had 5 fucking fouls.
Well, you gotta have 6 to get ejected. So
Yeah, well, guess what? On 5, they start going, oh, well, maybe we'll get ejected, so let's not put him in the game anymore.
yeah, that's true.
So
That's
it's
true.
like it might as well be 5.
I watched the whole game up until about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter,
Oh,
which really sucked.
I watched the whole game until about 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Right when the Knicks started to win. Right.
Yes.
That sucks.
I pretty much watched them bad the whole time.
You
Wasn't
watched
good.
them. Yeah, you said you watched them on like a fucking postage stamp size television from across the room.
I was out at a barbecue in a backyard, across the backyard from a regular sized TV. So I was watching them from quite a distance. It was
a 1,000-yard stare.
yeah, it
Watching
was yeah. People were talking, and I was just kind of glancing over their heads, going, "That looked like it could have been OG."
Yeah, he
Maybe?
doesn't have a headband, so it could be OG.
This is tough. I think that's that McBride guy they keep talking about. I was just
I love
kind of
McBride
I was just kind of gophering at the TV where you do this all the time.
with the squint and the front teeth out.
Yeah, I was just meerkatting a Knicks game from a distance.
Oh man, I'm so fucking happy they won.
Yeah,
I was at Low Dive, which is like a dive bar on the boardwalk in Asbury Park, with
Okay.
your sister and Anthony and Rob and some other people I don't really know.
oh,
that
that's
well.
why you guys went to Asbury. Okay.
Yeah, well, we were gonna go down anyway, and then it just so happened that the crew was down there. So we went to this bar, and it was a lot of fun. We were doing great. Everything was awesome. We were drinking a lot. Anthony had met like some of his friends came and met up with us. Like the bar started getting crowded, but we had a good spot. We're watching the game. They were losing the whole fucking game. I was getting mad. Then right the fourth quarter rolls around, and this fucking bouncer walks up to me and your sister, and he's like, "She's got to go." And they like kick your sister out. Now we were definitely drunk, but your sister did not fall. We were having a conversation. She was totally coherent. Like I have no idea why they picked her out of there was literally like 1,000 people in this bar, all of them drinking heavily and screaming and yelling and loud music, and no idea why they picked her. And the guy would not give me a reason why.
Okay.
So that was really annoying. But
Did you say
then
something to
Rob
the
and
bartender or
Anthony,
something?
what's up?
Did you say something to the bartender or something?
Not that I know of. Like
No?
she was with me the whole time, and
Oh, yeah,
you know,
just,
she was
you know.
like in a good mood, like smiling. You know, like it wasn't.
I
like,
just
it was very weird.
that's the only way that gets you out like that is like if you tell a bartender, like,
Yeah,
hey, you're a cunt.
maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I have had it happen before where my friend Ryan, who actually ran into down there while we were there last night, my friend Ryan got kicked out of a bar because of like mistaken identity. Like somebody was like, "Oh, the tall white guy with the buzzed head and the blue jacket is too drunk, kick him out," and he happened to be also a tall white guy with a buzzed head and a blue
Okay.
jacket. So they kicked him out, even though he's like, "I just got here. I haven't even had a drink. Like, what are you talking about?"
I one time got probably 15 people cut off just because they knew me.
Yeah,
This was at the Elks, so
yeah. That's
getting cut off the Elks is nuts.
yeah. That's saying something.
Getting the entire half of the bar cut off at the Elks, cause they're friends of mine, at my Elks lodge.
They must have. What do they do now? Want to make money?
Some of the guys were fucking stone sober. They hadn't walked. They just walked in the door.
Uh,
They were trying to order their first drink, and they were like, "No, you're friends with Joe Tats, right? Are you friends with him?" And they were like, "Yeah," and they were like, "Cut off."
it's crazy. I mean, I guess they were afraid that they were going to buy you a drink or something. But like,
I was leaving.
You and everyone you roll with
Yeah,
drinks heavily.
You're
Like-
cool. Yeah, they were like, "You're cool with them? Get out." I was like, I was like, "Yeah, okay, cool. We're gonna go take our, $900 worth of drinking
Yeah, and bring
down
it
the
elsewhere to a
street."
boathouse or something.
I
yeah.
was like, "Well, this was in Cedar Groves." I was like, "We're gonna just go to the Grasshopper,
Oh, that's right.
where I
Grandma,
can literally bury a person." I was like, "We'll be all right." It's like, you guys think you're acting tough and ruining my day? Guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna take my lobsters home because it was Lobster Fest. I was like, I'm gonna take probably $3,000 with me in people who are gonna keep drinking, and I'm gonna not come back to Lobster Fest anymore, fucking you for the next 3 generations. I put a curse on you that will fuck you like Stanley Yelnats got fucked in holes.
We will tell our children and our grandchildren
Yeah.
not to come to this.
Today I
hellhole.
got asked, why don't we go to Lobster Fest anymore? Bam. Hit them with, I'll tell you what, I'll go to Lobster Fest when they're all dead.
You can't cut me and the team off.
Yeah. I ride with my boys.
Hell yeah.
Even if it's entirely
yeah,
my fault
Joe.
why I got cut off.
Fuck Lobster Fest.
I was just drunk. It's free beer. I don't understand.
They were like, you got to save some beer for everybody else, man.
I was working the event.
Oh, really?
They
Okay.
can fuck themselves. I'm done with it.
Yeah. Where
I
was
almost
it? Where
left
was
the
it
Elks
again?
entirely.
That was
Cedar
the
Grove
Elks?
Elks.
Yeah, fuck that.
I almost stopped paying my dues. I love the Elks, but
Where Scott is the reigning Chili Fest champion.
well, he's not reigning anymore because it was like 3 years ago they won. But
I don't
yeah,
know what you're talking about. He's undefeated.
the only time, yeah, he's undefeated.
best.
It's the only time he ever joined.
They should
but
have a goddamn beautiful portrait of him hanging up over the bar.
They should have that picture I have of him wearing it like Flavor Flav at the Grasshopper that night.
That was so awesome. I've never been more hungover in my life than that day when Scott won that chili festival.
Anyway, what happened when Aaron got kicked out?
Oh yeah, they kicked him out, and like, they kicked her out, and it was so stupid. We were like, "Why?" And the guy would not give me a straight answer. So, whatever. Like Anthony and Rob were like, "Oh, it's not a big deal. Like we were gonna leave anyway, so like we'll just pay our bill or whatever, and then like we'll go across the street over to this other place called like Kim Marie's or something." And I was like, "All right, cool, let's do that." So I was like, "There's enough time left. We're just gonna walk across the street. It'll be fine. We'll still catch the end of the game." So I go outside with Erin because they like demanded that she leave immediately, and like I sit down with her at like this picnic table right outside the bar, and I'm just like, "All right, you wait right here." Again, like, and she's upset that they kicked her out, obviously, and none of us have any idea why.
I've gotten very upset when I'm getting kicked out of some bars. It's,
You watching you pour a drink is gonna make me throw up.
oh, you'll be right.
And so I'm like, all right, just wait right here. I'm going to come right back. I got to go inside and pay the bill or whatever and come right back. And then we're going to go over to Kim Marie's or whatever. She's like, okay. So like I go inside. I fight my way through the crowd. I go
Kim Marie sounds like a place that you have to do like gymnastics at to get a drink.
It's a cool spot. It's like, I said it looks like a castle that you put in a fish tank. It looks all like an underwater.
A Bikini Bottom castle?
Yes. And so then I come back out and I'm just like, all right, cool. I paid the bill. Let's go. And I don't know why, but like your sister was like angry with me, and then we got into this whole thing. She was like, "You left me here." I was like, "Yeah, I had to go pay the bill." Like it just turned into a whole thing. And then just like they went to I don't even know how they fucking left without like us even detecting them, but they left and went to Kim Marie's, and I'm arguing with your sister outside. And lo and behold, at the end of the night, I wound up like reconnecting with Anthony and Rob after the Knicks had already won, and I was like, "Fuck!"
Nice.
So I missed like
Okay,
I missed the second half of the fourth quarter, which sucked.
which
But
was the fun
your sister
part.
and I
Like
have.
you said, it was the only fun part.
Yeah, that was the fun part where the Knicks were winning. But it's all right. Things have been patched up with your sister. Everything's fine. Everything's hunky fucking dory.
That's
We
good
went
news.
to the beach this morning. We got sunburns and we got iced coffees and we ate fucking crab cakes and some shit. We had a good time.
Okay. I will raise your rewind. I don't know how to word it, but I'm going to go back to the start of the weekend rather than start at the end and then go back.
Yeah, exactly what I did. Well, I that's how fucking bad my drinking has gotten. I don't even remember what I did Friday. Like you had to remind me what we did Friday.
Well, I already have forgotten. It was just before we started recording, but it was we went to watch the other Knicks game. The Knicks game before.
Yes. Yeah. Game 2.
Yeah, game 2 of the Knicks wrestling each other.
It's terrible.
It was
Terrible game.
that was a bad one because the first one at least they were winning the whole game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
The
then,
first one was like, oh, the Pacers just got lucky. So I
and
was
then
like,
it
whatever.
was a
It's
cutoff.
not that
Then
bad
the
of a
second
loss.
one was like, maybe the Pacers are just gonna beat the Knicks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that wasn't good. It was a bad one in the Garden. But we got the night off with the baby and stuff because we thought Scott
Yeah.
and everybody was
Yeah,
gonna
that
come
was
out.
cool. That was cool that you guys came and hung out.
Yeah, we thought we were gonna have like a full friend group night out, everything.
I got a feeling those nights are going to be harder and harder to come by. Scott, you son of a bitch.
Yeah,
We miss you.
And then so they dropped out because they had to get up early. Okay, whatever. That's a real excuse. They could have probably let us know earlier, but
Yeah.
that is a real excuse. If you have to get up early in the morning, I get.
To go to Connecticut?
Was that what they had to do? I don't know.
Yeah, they
I
had to
didn't
go to
ask.
fucking Connecticut. 2-hour drive. A.
Oh.
B. What's going on in Connecticut that's so exciting? You need to be fully rested.
He's got his
for
real
it.
friends out there. I didn't know he had a real friend situation again back,
Oh,
but he
man.
does have his real friends out there.
Nah, man, I bet you he drove up there with a fucking sweater tied over his shoulders and some khakis and a polo.
No,
Ugh.
I bet he went up there
Yeah.
dressed as the Gimp from Pulp Fiction. But I like that we had two very opposite ideas on what he was dressed as.
That is not how I view Connecticut at all. But
It's not how I view Connecticut. It's how I view
Scott. Scott's really a fucking kink machine.
fucking Memorial Day Scott. I think he.
Tell me it was at least a red, white, and blue gimp outfit.
If for Memorial Day you were going to go to Connecticut, you're already disrespecting America. You should you better be respecting the vets. If you have a choice to be in a state and you choose Connecticut, you are a dickhead.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I don't care if we lose our Connecticut listenership.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Me neither. We should go to war with Connecticut. They should
I
secede
think
from the union.
I think we should force them to secede. We should bully them out of the union. Go, hey, how about this, Connecticut? We're gonna Connecticut you out. Get out. Rhode Island. We can get rid of a few of them.
Yeah.
Not the ones you'd think, because the ones you'd think are pretty important to like our architecture and stuff. Agriculture is what I'm thinking. The words.
Okay. Agriculture.
Yeah, corn and shit. You know, you'd want to cut out.
Yeah, you don't want to get rid of Nebraska.
You don't want to cut out
corn.
you don't want to cut out the middle states.
It's the bread
even though
basket.
that's what you'd think.
It's
They're
bread
the guys
basket.
who take care of the country.
Connectictic can go.
Yeah.
It's
What
not
are they?
connecting shit.
What are they fucking just talking about having the third best pizza? It's nuts.
Man. Yeah, I don't know.
Delaware can go. I don't care about Delaware.
Delaware.
I'm well aware that
Same.
Delaware sucks. Fucking anything that rhymes with "you can go" can go.
So there's the shitty of Chicago. That's what I said. The shitty of Chicago.
No, it's Illinois. Illinois is strong.
I was
place.
just trying to think of
we
things
gotta
that
keep our
rhymed with
borders.
You can go. Yeah, for those listeners who haven't been to Connecticut,
Now you
Good
should
for you.
Chicago to Chicago. It's nice. Summertime shy.
yeah, summertime Chicago is nice.
It's supposed to be.
I rode bikes all around Chicago.
I've spent just very little time in Chicago.
It's beautiful.
been nice
beautiful.
when I've
Do the
been there.
Miracle Mile. Go to the art museum.
Oh, yeah,
see
the Pope's from there now.
Picassos.
We we can start fucking there now. That's nice.
Oh man, I was saying that the Pope's gonna the fucking the Jesus cracker that they give you at communion is gonna be a deep dish pizza.
Yeah,
now. It's gonna
I
be
saw
sick.
I saw a comedian saying that too. I was like, I got there quick, nice.
Damn it!
Yeah, it was good.
I guess it was just too easy.
It was good though.
A deep dish communion wafer.
Yeah, yeah. Whoever it was, I wish I could shout him out because I didn't see him on stage saying it, and I was like, yeah, all right. And he did a good job leading up with it. Oh, it's DeStefano.
All right.
It was
God
DeStefano.
damn you, Chrissy Chaos.
I'm pretty sure it was DeStefano, and like when he starts talking Pope, he's like,
He starts talking Pope.
he's like, the club's told me to stop talking about the Pope. You're not shutting me up about the fucking Pope. But
So you went to this party last night, right? It was Sunday.
no, you're skipping again.
I'm skipping. I'm sorry. We're going back to Friday.
Friday, we watched the Knicks game. Okay, whatever. things didn't go great with the Knicks game.
It didn't. I was
We left
pretty
the
depressed.
bar.
I was telling you as we
I-
were watching the game. I was like, I was just telling Aaron this that I was like, I really need the Knicks to win tonight, like on a spiritual level. I feel like if they lose, I'm just gonna be like deflated for the weekend.
I came
And then
back.
they lost.
I can't. And yeah, again, it was not even like it was just the whole game was sad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Except, can we shout out that dickhead at the table behind you? Like, we're trying to watch the game, and he's like, got a text from a guy at the Garden. It's 5 minutes ahead.
Oh, that was so annoying. Yeah, the dude ruined the game.
Yeah, fucking spoiled it for us.
It was the
We
very,
were
very
going
end of the
nuts.
game. It was close enough. Like the Knicks were within striking distance.
Yeah.
And this guy at the table behind us just goes, "Oh no, they lost by 5 or however much they
Yeah,
lost by."
whatever-
And he's like,
whatever
"I just got a
happened."
text from a guy at the game."
Yeah, he's like, oh, and there's a delay or whatever. And it was, like, delayed enough that it was like, we watched the last couple of minutes, like,
Well, this is pointless. Yeah.
you literally said, like, let's just hope this fucking dickhead behind us is lying.
Yeah, there was still like a minute and 30 on the screen, and like
I was
this
like,
guy's telling me.
shit.
That was terrible. I forgot about that.
But so after that, we came back. Sam went to bed, so I went and met you guys at the boathouse. Then you guys left me from the boathouse, and I went to Post.
That's right. That's right.
And as it turns out, I might have found the guy who's going to break us through on this podcast.
Oh, our lurker of the week
This is more than the lurker of the week.
Well, let's make him the lurker of the week right now.
This
Let's let him know.
is because lurker of the week is probably my Uber driver to the green room that night. Because that guy, he's a professional limo driver. No idea why he's driving Lyft. He picked us up into the black Suburban. It was beautiful in there. But he uses full government names when he goes like, yes, I drive around this guy, blah, blah, blah. He's a billionaire. He sells diamonds to Macy's. I was like, all right, cool. He's like driving around 6 days a week. I hooked him up with this guy from the Rangers, saying their full name. I was like, and he's vice president of operations. I was like, okay, that's yeah.
Do you know the driver's name?
Yeah, I told you when I got out. It was
Oh man, remember. Dig deep, Joe.
Mercart or something like that. It
Mercart?
It's
That's awesome.
it's a crazy name.
That's great. Yeah, because we got to start remembering the names of our lurkers of the week. We always
well, I have it because he was my Lyft driver. So this is his first name. Is let's find Lyft.
Please tell me it's Mercard.
No, it sounds like a limo driver. It sounds like if a TV show was like, we're riding in a limo driver. What do we got here? Let's name him
Mitchell Mercard.
No, his first name is Mercart or whatever the hell it is. Ah, shit. I can just go to my Lyft.
Micaiah. Micah.
No, you're gonna when I say you're gonna go, that is definitely a driver. that's certainly a person who drives.
Speaking of crazy drivers,
Rides.
we were dropping the dog off at my mom's house on Saturday, and as we were pulling into my mom's driveway, this girl comes fucking flying up the side street next to my mom's house, going like 100 miles an hour. Erin makes a left into the spot, and she just flies by right behind us and goes through the stop sign. And then parks at a house like right down the street. I'm like, Jesus, what the fuck is that girl's problem? She gets out of the car. She like storms into the house. Later on, I'm sorry, tell me, what's the name? Murdoch?
Wentworth.
Call JG Wentworth.
Today. Yeah, anyway, Wentworth drove a black
Wentworth is a
Suburban.
very cool first
Awesome,
name.
and he talks about himself in the third person too. It's awesome. Anyway, you continue. It was also going somewhere, but I found it.
So this like crazy girl, right? She's like, I don't know. I think she was like a young, maybe even like teenage black chick. She was driving like a red Sentra.
Yeah.
And she parks in front of this house down the street. Aaron and I are like, whoa, what a like crazy bitch, whatever. We go inside the house. We're talking to my sister. We drop the dog off. We tell her when to feed her or whatever. And then all of a sudden we hear like a screech outside, like tire screeching. And we look out, same chick coming down the street again, 100 miles an hour, goes to make a left onto her street, skids out of control, smacks into the fucking curb. We hear both of her tires blow.
Yeah.
We just hear like
that makes
smack. Yeah. And
I know the noise.
and then she drives back to her house. The car's all like fucked up. There's like smoke in the street. It smells like burning rubber. She almost hit a fucking family that was like walking down the street.
Nice.
And she backs into the driveway, her driveway and like hides her car in the back of the house. Like we just saw her like back in all the way.
Yeah.
She must have been so fucking embarrassed. But like, what is this chick's problem, man? She's like flooring it around town, parks in front of her house, gets back into her car, whips it around again. Like, even if she's drunk, who's like, I'm gonna go do just laps around the
Whipping
block in my
shitties,
car.
baby?
Yeah, like chicks just whipping shitties at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon at a fucking Saturday.
People who really watch this show would have no idea where we're from, except that we bring up Jersey all the time.
Yeah, it is
Because
true.
we do use lingo from all over the goddamn
Whipping
country.
shitties. I heard this girl I work with, Taylor. She told me that's what they call like doing donuts in
Yeah,
like
that's what it is.
Michigan or something. Yeah.
The whole north,
Yeah, that's like a
mid north.
so people that talk like that kind of talk like
Yeah.
you're from Canada
Whipping
or something.
shitties.
Like,
Yeah.
they all say whipping shitties.
It might even be a Canada thing too. They might up in Ontario. They might eat with those.
Well, now I don't like it anymore. God damn.
They might.
Connecticutans
stole-
and Canadians.
They
dude,
stole it.
Might as well be the same.
Oh, I think we should make Canada the 50th state and kick Connecticut out.
All right, I'm on board with that. I think Canada brings a little bit more to the table.
Yeah,
than
let's make Connecticut
does.
a lake, and then
Agreed.
just ignore its existence, like I've been doing for 30 years. When I learned what Connecticut was, I was like, okay, get rid of that one. Don't care. Too many letters.
Don't need it.
Once you're at 3 C's, you've gone too far.
What is Connecticut's like? What are they famous for? Like what
Pizza.
are they? No, fuck that.
New Haven, Pete's.
Yeah, I know. They do have good pizza.
Beats.
I have had whatever.
Other than
Pepe's,
that,
and I've
they're
had-
famous for fucking making it longer to get to Massachusetts. I don't know. They're fucking. I don't.
They're only the only part of Connecticut that's famous for the pizza is Hartford. The rest
It's
of the
New
state
Haven.
isn't. Or yeah, New Haven.
New
sorry,
Haven.
New Haven. The rest of Connecticut is worthless.
It's a wasteland of.
What's
It's a
the
wasteland of
favorite?
highways to get you to other states. It's
I want to know what Connecticut's chief export is, and I need to know everything about my enemy.
fucking dickheads.
Its chief export is prep.
It
Oh, that was accidentally an AIDS joke. I just meant to be like preppy people.
it pushes out guys who go to school in Massachusetts to not have good jobs.
Let's just name towns in Connecticut that suck. Waterbury sucks.
Bristol.
Blows.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. I guess I don't know. I just hate
I
going
don't think
there.
I've ever been there.
It's not a very big part of Connecticut. Yeah, just fuck Connecticut. Its shape, it's too much like Tennessee. It could fuck off.
I only ever knew one person. Back in the day, I don't know if you're old enough to remember this, but back in the day, people would just make random friends with people on the internet, and then so
Talking about like chat rooms, like
so like when I was,
AOL, or are you talking like Omegle, or are you talking about like
oh no, not
I-
Omegle, no,
chat
no, no.
roulette? I was doing all of them, baby.
I'm talking like AOL Instant Messenger, just like
yeah,
chat.
I mean, yeah, I was chat
And
rooming.
You would just and then like you'd befriend somebody in a chat room or something.
Sometimes
and then,
my cousin Blake would log into my AIM,
oh no,
and I would just call his friends bitches and cunts until he would go, I don't know what the hell's going on. All my friends are so mad. I'd be like,
my friends won't talk to me.
yeah, I would. And then I'd log out and log back into mine and start talking to people. I wish away messages were still a thing. I wish like when you texted me, I could set it to be like, Joe Dad said he doesn't want to talk to you right now.
It was so funny. We didn't have phones, so like you would like open up your AOL Instant Messenger and just sit around and hang out in your living room until somebody messaged you. Somebody else logged in, one of your friends logged in and messaged you and like gave you something to do. They'd be like, "Come over here, we're having a barbecue." Do this, be like, "Yes." And
I
then,
was saying, was your away message always like what you're doing?
yeah,
for
yeah,
when
like,
you're gone?
yeah. If you want to find me, I'm at Kennedy Park playing basketball.
It was always like, yeah, mine was always like wrestling practice, Cedar Grove High. Like, all right, that's a good one. That's clever. People are gonna know where I am.
Oh man, but yeah. I
I
befriended
never
this
was
girl.
like out fucking bitches That would have been a good one. I wish I thought of that back then, but no.
I was like, I don't know, I was like 12 or 13, and I befriended this girl, Marina, that lived in Connecticut. And I'm still friends with her on Instagram. So up to this day, has still never met this person. She's been like married twice. She's like got a kid and
There you
shit.
go.
Like, it's so funny. I know like her whole story from the time we were 12 years old, but I've never met her in my
I
life.
have some friends. Yeah, I have some friends like that that are now like on
It's kind of
Facebook.
funny.
They're like, I'll see them pop up every now and then and be like, yeah, I've never met that person. I don't like. I talked to them through here. I remember.
Yeah.
I know a certain amount about them. You know. Then I'm like, this is. I'm not gonna get rid of them.
There's got to be there should be
gotta
like
keep in touch.
there should be like an official name for that phenomenon.
I think there is.
Yeah,
Facebook
you think
friends.
so? But just but you can be Facebook friends and have met the person. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
there's got to be like a half stranger. You're you're a digital friend.
You're a lurker.
Yeah. Okay.
We
Let's just say
can
lurker.
officially coin it. Lurker.
Blam.
If you pay attention to someone's life you don't know, lurker.
If you're out walking around the streets half drunk at 3 a.m., you're probably a lurker, or you just
That's true. I do have one friend who I did meet one time. Well, I have a bunch of those on Facebook, but
Mhm.
I have one specifically I met Memorial Day weekend in probably 2012 in Seaside Heights. His name is, and he pops up every now and then on my thing, and he's like some sort of activist now. But like for like something I like fucking it doesn't matter, like something
like
that
clown awareness.
yeah, it's for like mistreatment of union workers or something. It's like something that I'm like, what? It's not even like something people care about. What the fuck?
I'm protesting. You know how like sometimes the back of your sneaker collapses and then it's like really hard to pop it back up.
But he's like
while you're
constantly
wearing
on there, like
that. I
fucking
protest that.
another guy from OSHA fucking fired because he slept on the job. Like, I don't know. Sounds like they should have fired. I don't know.
I
What
think
the hell?
that they're just protesting like inconsequential.
It's just like I don't know. It sounds like he should have been fired. I don't. The fuck, dude. I don't know. But he was a weird guy then, and that was it was weird because that was the weekend I kidnapped that kid, and he happened to be like around us. So I was talking to him to be nice the whole time. I was kind of like, yeah, all right. Yeah, definitely, man. You said you're from where? All right, cool. That's good. And why are you hanging here? And whatever. We were hanging for a while. That was the weekend I saw someone get curb stomped, though.
Holy shit, dude!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Why aren't you in therapy? What the hell's going on?
I was at the Hershey Motel in Seaside. It was Sunday morning, Memorial Day weekend, 2012, I think. I think it was 2012. I could be wrong on the year. Could be 2011. It's probably not 2010. I don't know. But I was up on the balcony. It was 9:30 in the morning or so, and there was these like three kids jumping this kid. It was from a distance, so it was probably half a block away. But from the Hershey Hotel, it's built like a U,
Yeah.
so you could see across the thing, and it's like a big balcony.
Uh-huh.
So I was up on the second floor, and these kids were jumping this kid. Fucking threw him down, watched him stomp on the guy, and then they all ran away.
Jesus Christ.
And that was it. I didn't
God.
go over there. A bunch of people called the police, so I didn't get involved.
Motherfucker.
But yeah, that
They
reminds
didn't
me of
make him
Seaside.
like bite the curb. Let's not even talk. This is fucking dark.
Seaside was
Shit.
Seaside big in the news this week, so that's big because they
Yeah, what
instituted
happened
a
in Seaside?
curfew.
Oh fuck that.
You gotta
That's
be-
not gonna fly.
I know.
Not in my state.
Especially if you're under 18, because it's only under 18.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah.
be accompanied by someone who's a parent or guardian, or actively walking to work. Which
Okay.
is pretty loose because I'd be like, "Yep, I'm walking to work."
Yeah, exactly. So basically, there isn't a curfew because
I do happen to be blacked out drunk, and with 25 people, and we all happen to work over there. uh, but I
at
would.
this place that's right next to the bar that we're actually going to.
I definitely. But anyway, they're making a big deal that there was 72 arrests and 3 stabbings or something last night from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. or something.
Damn, man. Getting busy down there. Getting
Sorta.
busy this Memorial Day weekend.
Sort of, but that's not that. Like, if you look at how many people got arrested in New York last night, it's probably fucking 3,000.
You're talking about a couple more million people.
I guess, but like you are also talking about people going, to be debaucherous.
True.
And 3 stabbings. There used to be stabbings all again, and they don't
And
have.
they
any
were
of the
probably
guys.
from New York.
Well, who knows? But 3 stabbings is a lot of stabbings for the 2 square miles
Yeah,
that Seaside's in.
for sure.
Again, it is a bunch of knuckleheads going down there to
Party.
live an experience that they don't have anywhere else.
Mhm.
So it's it's reasonable that some people can get stabbed.
Go to Coney Island.
It sucks
You
that people are gonna get
goddamn
stabbed.
New Yorkers.
But like
Stay
again,
out,
I
stay out
saw
of my seaside.
I've seen people fall off balconies in Seaside. I've seen a curb
Jeez.
stomping in Seaside. I personally kidnapped a kid in Seaside. I've been arrested, I think 3 times. Never charged with anything in Seaside.
Can we rewind a little? Let's
drinking in public.
Let's
Yeah,
backtrack here a
the
little
kidnapping thing? You're gonna
bit.
harp on this?
That one. Yeah. Get off my back, Chris.
Jesus Christ! No, that story's for another day. I got to make sure the statute of limitations is over. But
Just tell me, did it involve a burlap sack over the person's head? Like, did you?
no. We just took a kid for the weekend, kind
Jesus
of
Christ.
Ty Cobb style. He was white.
Oh, dude,
He was white.
I met.
I
your
know his
sister
name and
I.
stuff. So like one day, if I make sure that everything's clear, I'll say his name and stuff on here.
Well, I mark this conversation. Let's put a pin in this because we definitely got to come back to it. I met maybe the most awesome / annoying guy at
Fuck, I still gotta get to that. Okay, yeah.
what?
I still gotta get to the rest of Friday night, but it's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
We're good. We're good.
So your sister and I go. We needed a towel to land. We didn't bring any. We thought it was gonna be like cloudy and shitty and stuff. So like we weren't really anticipating sitting on the beach. But then it was beautiful. So we were like, all right, let's just go get like a beach blanket at this store. So we go in there, and the dude working at the counter. We walk up. He's like this jacked like surfer dude standing behind the counter, and he's got like long hair, and he's got like Oakley sunglasses like up on top of his head or whatever. And he's talking to this other guy. He's standing behind the counter and he's talking to a customer, and he's just talking about a band, and he's like, dude, gotta listen to it. The name of the album is Colors. Just get fucked up. Just smoke a doink. Get fucked up and listen to this record, man. It changed my life. It's perfect from start to finish. There's nothing better.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this guy.
Yeah, I'm saying no. And then no, he's hilarious. And then we had our turn to talk to him. And he said to the guy, he was like, "It's real like ADD metal shit, dude. Like you're gonna love it." And the guy's like, "All right, I'll listen to it." He walks away, and then it's me and Aaron's turn to talk to this guy.
I like how that's how you put going to the cash register is. Now it's our turn to talk to this guy.
Yeah, well, Aaron and I are standing there like laughing because this guy's so ridiculous, and then we're like, "All right, our turn. Like, let's go."
Nice.
So we go up there, and he's like, "Oh, hey, what's going on? What's up? Whoa, nice blanket, good choice, like whatever." And then Aaron was also buying flip flops, and he goes to
Bad flops, bruh.
he goes, "Oh yeah, flip flops, gotta have them, man." And then he's like, "Do you want me to?" Because it's like all the packaging's on it, they're like tied together and stuff. And he just pulls scissors out of nowhere, and he's like, "You want me to snip this shit that's on the flip flop?" And Aaron's like, Yeah, okay. So he snips it and he's like, snipped. You've been snipped. Your shit's snipped. And we're like, got it. Shit's snipped. We got it. Like, this dude was fucking awesome.
I like him.
I should have asked him what his name was and been like, hey, have you ever considered being the lurker of the week on the Two Cubes podcast? We got to make business cards. I want to make ridiculous business cards.
Yeah, we gotta make little stickers
Yeah,
that me and you each have authority to give out.
for sure.
Lurker of the week.
Yeah, just blap and hit people right in
We
the
take
chest with it.
we take a video of it. Lurker of the week. Click.
Boom.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, way too hard of a slap to put a sticker on every time, just to see.
Yeah, like one of those wrestling slaps that like leaves the guy's chest all red.
Not
you know what I
not
mean? Like,
quite, not like too aggressive where they're like, "Do we gotta fight?" But like,
yeah, now you gotta fight the guy.
what the?
I got a sunburn.
like if there was 3 mosquitoes on there.
3.
3. What if they're trying to separate? You gotta.
Speaking of mosquitoes, have you ever heard the song "There's a Skeeter on My Peter"? Knock it off. I sang it for your sister that day. She said she never heard it. There's a
was to say-
skeeter on my Peter, knock it off. There's a skeeter on my Peter, knock it off. There's a skeeter on my Peter. There's a dozen on my there's a dozen on my cousin. I can hear them bastards buzzing. Knock it off or some shit like that. Have you ever heard that song?
It sounds familiar, but I can't say I. I mean, obviously, it sounds like coming around the mountain, but
Yeah.
But I it does sound familiar. The idea,
The idea of there being a mosquito on one's wiener.
just
Yeah, funny song. I don't know. I just remember singing it as a kid, and I don't know where it came from.
It wouldn't have been a kid's song that I would have known it from. It would have been something like Memorial Day weekend where somebody started singing it. One Memorial Day weekend, I had a.
Had a skeeter on your Peter.
I don't remember why. Somebody gifted me like 3 cases of champagne.
Oh shit! You were doing showstoppers.
No, we were trying to funnel. I was willing to give anyone who could funnel a full bottle of champagne $100.
Oh man,
But if you threw up, you owed me $20.
that's like the carton of milk challenge. Only maybe,
Yeah.
maybe worse.
But you owed me $20 if you couldn't do it. And so, like, nobody could do it because obviously it's next to impossible. But it was also
man.
like,
There's something about champagne bubbles that are like sharp. I feel like they
oh
like,
my God.
they like hurt more than
Dude, it's
a
like,
beer.
that's why even I respect people who can shotgun the big Red Bulls.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
oh, that would give you a heart attack. How the
It's-
fuck do you do that?
It's crazy. But I remember seeing some people shotgun those original Four Locos.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Those were the days.
I drank a pre-recall Four Loco when I was probably
Yeah.
like 18, 19
Well, I was
years
doing
old.
them like crazy back then. It was great. I was still underage, so $3. I was like, hell yeah, dude! Fucking $9, I can get fucked up today.
Four Locos will
I
forever have
was
that.
all about it. They tasted like gasoline, but I was like, dude, I'll drink gasoline.
I remember
if
it
that's
was a purple one.
if that's what my fucking thing is.
So tell me about this fucking guy at the once you went to the post.
Yeah.
And how you recruited him. What was his name?
His name is redacted for now.
Oh, okay, all right. He's another redacted one.
And he's a redacted name.
But you do know it.
I know it.
All right, good.
I know it, and have his phone number.
Awesome. Yes.
But if he's not lying to me,
Uh-huh.
and he says he's willing to come on this podcast and talk about it, which I've already.
Let's book him.
Well,
Let's get a date.
I'm
set.
fine with that, but I also have already enlisted Scott Stapp.
Oh, he's gonna come on too.
Hopefully, I've asked him. He hasn't given me an answer yet.
Mm-hmm.
To help the interrogation because
He's from Connecticut.
he is a 2 Michelin star chef
Whoa. Okay.
who works for the Disney Cruise Line.
Okay. Oh, so you want Scott to ask him foodie questions?
I want Scott to fucking dig on him, dude. He says he was trained by the guy who trained Gordon Ramsay, Wes Green or some
But
shit.
what if this guy's legit? He's going to make Scott look like a fool. He's going to know
No.
way more than
Well, then
Scott.
fucking him and Scott could have a podcast together. I don't care.
This sounds like it's going to be this
Then-
doesn't sound like Two Cubes material.
Then
this
the Tats
conversation.
Media Network expands.
Where's the gag? Where's the hilarity?
Well, you haven't talked to this human being yet.
Oh, okay. So he's a character.
Oh,
What's his name? I need to know his name.
I haven't broken the news to you yet.
And what's that?
He's the man who's marrying Dawn.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Dawn is the and I
The-
say this lovingly, is the
Dee's
wacky
mother.
lady
Dee's grandmother.
that raised Dee before
Yeah,
Aaron and I
at this point, it's
purchased
Dee's
her.
grandmother. It's yeah,
Yeah, well, Aaron purchased Dee,
but
you know.
they got yeah. But after the purchase, I like to still call it grandmother and mother because otherwise it sounds kind of like slavery.
Yeah, yeah, it is weird. It is weird that we buy
so,
and sell living things. Yeah.
I just go, but yes, he also was in the military. He's got a very cool story, and he's willing to come on our podcast. I was like, brother, you can come on anytime you want.
Hell yeah. Let's try to get him on as soon as possible.
He was just yelling at me about stuff. I was like, hell yeah, dude, this is the best.
I do need a general outline of his life. Well, I mean, you just gave me some good
Yeah,
details so that I could come up with some questions for him.
4 minutes of talking to him, you'll have it.
And we should have some weird game for him to play too. Maybe we'll play Yes
Well-
Man Yo or Tap the Tats. Oh, maybe we'll bring back the forgotten porn star game
Yes. Yeah,
on the
well,
Lost episode.
Way ho, what is it?
It was yeah, I forget exactly what it was called. It had a funny name.
Hung
though.
Low.
Hung Low.
But yeah, no, he's a lot of fun, and I'm excited about what that could bring.
Yeah,
And
we
then-
need to have some guests on again, man.
Then came Saturday.
Ben was our
where
last guest. He was great.
Saturday was What is that the day you guys went to Asbury or no? Oh, we
No,
went to my
Saturday we
parents'
hung
house.
out at your parents' house. It was
So that's the wedding. Wink, wink. I went to.
Okay. Why would you blow off to?
No, it was so it's the guy who works for another employee of mine, not Winslow, the other employee.
Yeah.
He was having like his wedding reception. He got married in like a courthouse, February or something. So he was having like a barbecue
Oh,
for
they never had a reception, so they threw
yeah, he was having like a
I gotcha.
barbecue for his reception. He failed to tell me that until like Wednesday this week that it was for that, and
Yeah,
not just
yeah,
a
yeah.
barbecue he was having. But I was like, all right, no problem, whatever. Very nice. But I was asked to bring a couple folding tables and pick up the grills for the wedding.
Oh my god, jeez,
Whatever.
putting you to work. People are always putting you to
Again,
work.
I
man.
got the van. No problem. But now it comes to the day before the thing, Friday,
Mhm.
when I was supposed to go with you guys, and he's leaving work, and I was like, "Where do I get these grills? Where are they?" He's like, "Oh, they're in Newark, but the guy who has them, he's on his way to Pennsylvania right now."
Oh god,
And I was like, "All right."
you're gonna have to intercept him on Highway 78.
Well,
man.
he's like, "So, I'll let you know, but probably can't pick him up today because I was like, I'd rather just do it today. I don't want to have to wake up at 9 a.m. tomorrow
yeah.
because I'm gonna go out tonight. I don't want to have to wake up at 9 a.m. to get to this thing at 12. I'd rather just wake up at 11:15 and go to the fucking.
That
wedding."
seems like a totally reasonable plan, Joseph. So far, I'm on your side.
Yeah. Well, he texted me at 9:15 and was like, he can't do it today. I was like, well, I can't do it now anyway because I'm watching the Knicks game. It's almost over. I'm already at a bar.
Yeah.
I can't go now.
So you had to intercept him while he was driving
Next
on
morning.
Route 78.
Next
It was
morning,
like a Fast and the
I wake
Furious
up.
movie.
I wake up at 9:15 anyway after hanging out with you guys, drinking till fucking 3:45 in the morning. I
Mm.
wake up at 9 a.m. and sit there texting him, "What's the address? Where do I pick up these grills?" Because he said I had to pick them up by 10.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. I'm sitting here with the keys in my hand. I'm sitting here ready to go. Got no sleep. I'm ready to do it.
And he's just not responding.
He texts me and goes, "Hey, You can hold up a little bit. Okay. I'm thinking, okay, 11.
Yeah.
He calls me at like 10:40 and goes, "Hey, you don't got to worry about the grills, but just come be at the party by 12. Bring the tables." All right. Cool. Sounds good. 12 o'clock. No problem. I'll go get Dad. I'll bring the tables with him. We were going to my
Yeah, I
parents
mean,
anyway.
I actually got a little preview of this story already. When you
We
guys
were going-
showed up on Saturday, your dad
we-
was like, "Oh, it's such a weird fucking
We were
party."
going to my parents anyway. So, whatever. We brought Joey and Sam to my parents and picked up my dad. I had the tables in the car already. On the way to get them, he calls and goes, "Hey, can you bring some like cardboard? We got a bunch of puddles out here. I want to cover those up so we can walk."
Just cover. I thought that was so weird. You told me that. I was like, people just cover up puddles with cardboard boxes. I've never heard of this before.
I was like, I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but
Yeah,
to me, I'm like, we're going to like a wedding ceremony, so
yeah.
Fuck.
I saw you
Whatever.
wore pants and a collared shirt. It was yeah.
We go. First of all, the directions there were god awful. It was just told us to go to South Mountain Reservation, which by the way is enormous, and then to follow the light blue balloons, which there was 3 or 4 of in the entire reservation.
Oh man.
So it took us like a half hour extra to find it. We finally get to where the picnic is, and we were like, "Oh shit, it's like 1 o'clock. I'm late."
Yeah.
Get out of the car. We walk down to see where we got to bring these tables to. I see David's car. I was like, "Oh, nice. All right, cool." Walking down. It's clearly not David in the car. I was like, "Oh, fuck. I think we have the wrong car, wrong spot." The woman in the car goes, "Hey, can I help you?" We're like, "Yeah, we're here for, do you know David White?"
The wedding. Yeah.
Uh, and she's like, "Yeah, it's my husband."
Okay.
Okay, good. That's good news. We are Joe, and
We are Joe, for we are many.
and we in the right place? Like, oh yeah, definitely. He's coming. He's bringing the grill.
And is it all muddy and shit? Is it just like a?
It's very much.
It
he's
sounds
br-
like the worst fucking wedding reception
He's
ever.
bringing the grills,
Okay.
and I go, okay.
So the grills aren't even set up yet, and you're an hour late.
I'm an hour late. We are the first people here. It's the bride and her son, so David's stepson.
Yeah.
That's it.
Jesus, it's just gonna be the 4 of you, just like or 5 of you, just standing around grilling in the
We're there
woods
for about-
in a muddy.
We're there for
fucking-
about 15 minutes, and another guy comes down. Hey, what's up?
Am
How
I
you
in the right
doing?"
place?
Well, yeah, but he was like, okay. He knew David's car too, and came over. He introduced himself to us and whatever. He's cool. We're hanging out. We're there for about a half hour. Now it's about 1:45. I've been there for 45 minutes, just standing there in the field with these guys.
This
We're
is the
chatting,
worst.
but it's like there's no music on.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
it's just fucking awkward small talk. Like you're just filling the
Well,
empty
and there's
space.
there's nothing to drink. There's nothing going on.
Yeah.
So finally, then the wife goes, "All right, I gotta get dressed for this for the
Yeah.
wedding." She's just in a sweatsuit. So I was like, "All right, cool." Takes the son and leaves, drives away. Now it's us and that guy standing in a field, and we were like, "Well, we're gonna go to the liquor store because I'm gonna start drinking."
Yeah, pretty heavily. This is
Uh,
pretty intolerable.
And then
What, dude?
and he's like, and we're like, "Are you sure you're okay if we leave here for a few minutes?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll be all right. Whatever."
Please bring me back something to drink to.
He doesn't drink. We asked him.
Damn, man.
Yes. So we go to the liquor store. We go to this weird liquor store. It's barren inside. It's huge and it's just barren. So we ended up getting some surf sides. Not a lot. We got like 8 surf sides. So come back.
That's not why. Knowing yourself, why would you only? Get
I
it?
think there's a fucking full barbecue coming.
Yeah.
So we Well, again, there was nothing to buy there. Like literally, there was probably 3 kinds of beer there, all in like 6 packs. Other than that, it was like wine and liquor. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, I could buy liquor, I guess, but what am I gonna just drink straight? Like I saw they had some sodas and stuff on the side, but I'm not gonna just start tearing bags open.
Yeah.
So we get back, and we pull in, and we come down, and the guy who was there was like, he's still just the only one there, and he's like,
Nobody else had arrived while you were.
he's like, oh, there's a place to park up there. We're like, yeah, where'd you park? He was like, oh, way through the woods. I have to go get my car. So we're like, oh yeah, go fucking pull around. It's right there then. So he leaves.
That's
Now,
you and Dad hanging out.
me and Dad hanging out, and there is like 5 coolers that are set up with soda, and there is 12 catering tray things, just the buffet thing, the wire
Yeah.
cage thing set up. There's 12 of them set up on a table, and it's just me and him standing there. There's no grill. There's no food, nothing. There's
And what time is this right
it's 2:20 probably,
now? Oh my god.
2:30 maybe. And then a car pulls down drives down into it's like it's a walk path only, and it drives down towards us. Looks at us all funny. It's coming up, and I walk over and go, "Hey, can I help you guys?" And they were like, "I don't think we're in the right place."
We're for a wedding.
I was like, "Here, guys, here for David and Tracy." And they were like, "Yeah."
Damn it.
They were like, "Did we miss it?" I was like,
Nope. Hasn't even started yet. 2 hours late.
"I was like, no, you're in the right place." They were like, "Who are you guys?"
Dude,
I was
this story's
like,
making me so angry.
I was like, "We're the Joes," and she's like, "All right,
I'm gonna leave because this looks like it sucks.
No,
and
she-
I
she-
wasted my fucking
she was
holiday
like-
weekend on this bullshit.
No, she was super nice. I'm Tracy's aunt, and as she goes to the other car, I go, "Yeah, I know you didn't expect any white people at all. Forget about the only 2 people to be here to be just 2 white guys." And she goes, "That's exactly what I was thinking." She was like, "I didn't think there was a shot in hell. This was the right place."
That's so funny. Just 2 white guys standing out here in a muddy field.
Just drinking alone in this field. While apparently my family's just yelling at me in texts that I'm not getting. So I
'Cause
was
you had
like,
no connection or you had
nothing.
service.
No service. We're just standing in a
This is
field.
the worst fucking party I've ever heard.
Well, and then it got cool. But so finally they showed up and they have a bunch of food in the back of their thing, but I didn't open any of it up. I just put it all in the catering trays, the catering things, but they didn't have the bottom things with water in them and stuff. So I couldn't light it in the sternos.
Yeah.
I couldn't try and get anything started.
Ugh. You're like, I'll just eat it cold. I'm so hungry. I'll just eat the.
I went to my car and got the speaker I had and hooked that up and started playing music myself. That really helped. That loosened things up a lot.
Yeah, music, it does help.
Well, yeah,
Does set a party atmosphere.
that I had the right music playing. It was my oldies playlist because I had only downloaded music from my phone, and then knowing that it was downloaded music from my phone really helped. Set a
Why?
bond. I put some Sam Cooke on. Put on some.
Okay, all right.
Some good-
some soulful
We're,
music.
we're talking about 60-year-old black people from East
Yeah,
Orange.
they
and
love
North.
Sam Cooke.
We were listening Sam Cooke. I hit them with all the oldies. We were gold. All of a sudden, they were like, "I see why David invited you guys. All right, I got you. What's up, boys?" So all of a sudden, everyone loosens up a little bit. The tension's cut.
Yeah.
I used the knife. I cut the tension.
So you're all sharing the 6 Surfsides that you brought.
Yes. Well, and then now it's like 3:40, and like every 10 minutes, a car will show up with 4 people in it.
Okay.
So things are starting to get good. But we had said we're going to leave at 3 to you guys.
Yeah.
And we have no service. So you guys are like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah, we just had like stupid questions for you, like, do you want us to get you anything at the liquor store? Do you want like blah blah blah? But like, it wasn't a big deal.
Well, I had Sam going like, fucking Joey's being a dickhead. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
So now we start to have fun. It's 3:30, and And David's there. I was like, all right, I want you guys to take a drink with me. Blah blah blah. I want
Yeah.
you to meet my childhood friends. Blah blah blah.
And you're
Hey,
like, gotta go.
well, and I'm like, oh, fuck, like having fun now. Now I'm like having a good time. The food's about to get done. I'm sure their food's gonna be great.
Yeah.
The guy on the grill is fucking. They had so much. There's probably 20 people there, and they had 12 catering trays of food. The grill guys got 2 grills full of food cooking. I was like, what the hell? Do you guys think like an army's coming? It was an insane amount of. I've never. It was an insane amount of food, and it all looked great. I didn't get any of it because
I would
they
have
never
lifted.
got.
I would have lifted the lid on some of those trays.
But
And been
never.
like, I'm
They never got to
taking
heat
some
any of
mac
it.
and cheese here. I don't
But-
care. I'd eat that shit cold. I would have been so hungry.
I guess, but so now it's like 4:30. We're standing in this field. Super nice. The music's on, all this, and then we were like, all right, we gotta go. I turn my speaker off. They turn their speaker on. They get going. We say our goodbyes. Everything's good. But now Dad's driving back. So I had a few.
Yeah.
And as we're driving back, we have to drive past Jerry's house. And Dad goes, you should invite Jerry to the barbecue at my house. Good idea. Grand plan. I called Jerry and go, yo, what are you
the
doing?
famous friend of the show, Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry Knapp.
And I go, yo, Jerry, what are you doing? And he goes, what do you mean, what am I doing? I'm at my house trying to start this car. I go, all right, we'll pull in the driveway. He goes, what? I go, we're driving by. We'll pull in.
Jerry has a white Tesla with.
But this wasn't the
doors.
Tesla. This was the other car. But
What other car?
Anna's car. I don't know. It was,
Oh, right.
a Chevy Cobalt or something. It was I don't know. Not his Tesla. Because the Tesla, I would have no idea how to fucking deal with the battery of.
Yeah.
But this is just a normal car. I don't know. I was like, okay, we'll be right there. He goes, what do you mean? I was like,
We're across the street.
me and Dad are actually out front. Anyway, we're pulling in. So we pull in the driveway, and he's there with our old friend, and he's like, I don't know what the hell's going on. We can't figure this out. Blah, blah. So whatever. We're there for like 10 minutes getting it started. We get it started. No problem. Whatever. We get that to start, and we tell him come by the barbecue. No problem. But you guys are like, the hell's going on? I'm like, I'm helping Jerry start a car.
Like, what? We thought you were at a fucking
Yeah.
wedding.
And Sam's like, what the fuck? Did you get the ice? And I'm like, nope, didn't get any ice. I got to bring Jerry back. Whatever. So they come, they drive to the thing. I was like, all right, good. Everything's great. Then we go to the barbecue. It's nice at their house.
Yeah, we had
I
a
mean,
good time.
it's ridiculous. They have all the food cooked fucking 10 hours before anyone eats, but whatever. It's an argument for a different podcast. But then everyone told me they're coming here after. I was like, great, awesome. Stayed up here till like 11, waiting for everyone who came. And don't take this personally because you guys did say I'm coming later.
Yeah, because we had to go walk the dog and like
They told me like I'm coming now. I sat and waited a few hours.
nobody
And then
showed up.
finally, when Aaron called me, I was like, I went to bed, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was like 11 o'clock when we called you.
Yeah, and it was like 11, so it was early for a night that. But I was like, I got fucking football tomorrow. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, we figured we were just gonna be sitting around the couch having a couple drinks,
Yeah.
bullshit. Anyway,
Well, I would have done that with you guys, but
Yeah.
I didn't know what was because we were expecting like 6 people to show up.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. I would have rolled, but it was fine. By the way, this week in football, I got a pick.
Nice,
Got a pick.
very nice.
Had a big week. Still frustrated with the team, but we won 28-12.
You won and you got a pick. Very nice.
We won 28-12. We had a kick return touchdown.
How far
A
did you
punt
run the
return
pick back
touchdown.
for? How far?
Oh, it was on an extra point. I just got down on the ground.
Nice.
Made sure we didn't give up the point. At that point, it was a tie game, so I had to get the. I wasn't getting out of the. I was D tackle, so I wasn't getting out of the box and going 99.
Yeah.
It was just get down, don't flip it to anybody, don't end the play. but I did get a pick. But yeah, we got we won 28-12, but we got a pick six, a punt return, and a kick return touchdown.
Oh, the Triple Crown.
I
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, that's not what it's called.
mean,
It's a triple.
and we scored on offense, so we did score on all facets of the ball,
That's pretty cool.
except that
There's got to be a name for that. A hat trick,
Grand slam, maybe?
a grand slam.
but yeah, it
wham
was
bam.
frustrating that our offense still is not like we should be killing these teams. This
Yeah.
team, like particularly, we should have beat the hell out of them. But a lot of EOs don't let us scheme correctly. I had 3 sacks and an interception, and we didn't even fucking talk about that. The defense let up 1 touchdown all game, and the offense had like 9 yards.
So you're not getting credit where credit's due.
It's not about credit. It's that when we say we're going to do something, we do it. And then the offense just doesn't do it. They just don't. They're like, oh, don't worry about us. Stop telling us what to do. But it's like, okay, what you're doing doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is this? The defense put up 18 points and we won 28-12.
Yeah.
So if it's not for the defense here, not only do you get blown out, but you actually lose this game. The defense scored more points than the offense and the other defense combined. And one of the touchdowns we gave up was a pick six. So technically the defense led up 6 points, the offense led up 6 points, and the offense scored 6 points. And the defense put up 18 points.
Damn.
So
That's bad. That's bad points. I wonder what's going on right now in the OKC and Timberwolves game.
Oh, probably OKC is beating the living.
You think so? Fucking.
I know. I know. Last week they won by 40.
points.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
I think. I don't know. It sounds to me like the Thunder's going to keep just.
You think so? I mean, they're leading 2-1. The game's probably just wrapping up right now. Oh man, I'm so curious. I love basketball.
Hey Siri, Thunder game.
So now everyone listening will know exactly when we recorded this, at
Okay.
what point in the game.
Apparently not, because.
And I am so going bald, dude. It sucks so bad.
Thunder is up 5 with 2:27 left in the fourth. We can switch to that in a second because we are actually over an hour here. And
oh shit! What do you know? Do you think you're gonna play us out, or are you?
I don't think I. Oh wait, I am probably hooked up to the Bluetooth with this.
I wait. Hold on. The music sometimes blows my eardrums out when you start it up. Sometimes it cues up very nicely, and it just kind of fades into the music and doesn't scare the shit out of me.
Well, that's 100%
Other times it just
dependent
starts
on
like
how depends on how I start it, because now it's easing in. You're in now.
Nice. Lurkers, we love you. We know this was kind of a quiet, low energy episode. I
mean, I did admit to a couple crimes, and we talked about.
It's not an episode of the Two Cubes if somebody doesn't admit to a crime.
We talked about future episodes in the past, and I called out some people by name.
Oh man, it's summer. Summer's
it's only
underway, baby.
A low energy episode if you take it that way.
That's true. It's true. Well, it's low energy episode for the Two Cubes. I think for other podcasts, it was pretty high energy. We love you, lurkers. Stay tuned next week, Tuesday.